It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Ewing High School, searching for their first victory in over 5 years, the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley travel into unfriendly territory as new head coach Paul Jones and the Ewing Blue Devils look for their second consecutive victory here on their home floor tonight on the WBCB Sports Network. It's the Ewing Blue Devils and the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs coming up next on WBCB. A pleasant good evening, everybody, and a happy new year to everybody. Mike Warren alongside Griffin Foal. Pleased to be with you as always and excited for more Mercer County high school basketball action. Two of the county's best teams square off tonight in Friday night action here on WBCB. The Bulldogs enter tonight at 7-1, searching for their first win against Ewing since at least 2019. It's been over 5 years for these Bulldogs, and they're looking to get a victory against these Blue Devils, who have had a little bit of an up and down season to start. They won their first 3. They've split 2 of their last 4 and looking to continue the winning streak. Their last time out for Ewing, it was a dominant victory over Lawrence to start the new year, 56-33 against Lawrence, as we welcome Griffin Foal into our Trentonian pregame festivities. Griff, this Ewing Blue Devils team, it looks a little bit different this time around, but for Hopewell Valley, a lot of experience and a lot of spread out scoring that results in their 7-1 start on the season.
Yeah, if there was any year for Hopewell to break this losing streak against Ewing, it would be this year. 7-1, as you mentioned, Mike, entering this game. And as you mentioned, they bring a lot of experience and a well-rounded squad, too. There's several players averaging 7 points. They really like to involve everyone on the floor, and it's really going to be a team game if they want to grind out a W tonight for Hopewell Valley.
Going to be a team effort indeed, but it all starts up front for Hopewell Valley with the 3-sport varsity athlete in John Michael Vlasic. Vlasic paces the Bulldogs, leads them in scoring with 14 points per contest to start the year. He's also the leading rebounder and leads the team in steals as well. Vlasic with 115 points to entering tonight's contest. He leads the Bulldogs in scoring, as we mentioned. It's going to be tough to keep him off of the stat sheet and off of the glass in general, as he's just relentless. He's a really good athlete and somebody that has really stepped in as a leader here for head coach Matt Stein. Another year underway for Coach Matt Stein here in his program, and couldn't have asked for a much better start, as they are winners of their last 5 straight at least, are Hopewell Valley. For the Ewing Blue Devils, first-year head coach Paul Jones enters after Shelly Dearden retired to start the season. It was at the end of the summer about when Shelly announced her retirement, I believe it was, and Paul Jones steps right in, somebody that embodies a lot of what Shelly preached and what she pretty much established in this Ewing program, and it's been an exciting start to Paul Jones' career. They won their first 3 games, and since then it's been a little bit up and down, but his Ewing squad, it's got a good mix of both experience and youth, as we'll introduce the Ewing starting 5 here tonight on WBCB. Getting started in the backcourt, Terrence Traylor, their leading scorer as a sophomore. He steps into the starting lineup position after last year being led, the Blue Devils, by Nair Preston and Kenny Rankin. A little bit of a different backcourt for this Ewing Blue Devils squad. Terrence Traylor in the backcourt along with Najee Manning, the 2-sport athlete. We saw him earlier this year during the football season for Ewing. He's in the backcourt as well. Leslie Samil gets the start, the junior swing guard. Joel Sinius and Cameron James, both of those guys with a little bit of experience and return for Paul Jones, a member of the Blue Devils a season ago, and got a lot of valuable minutes, especially down the stretch during that Mercer County tournament run for Ewing last year. So again, the starting 5 for the Blue Devils, it's Terrence Traylor, Joel Sinius, Cameron James, Najee Manning, and Leslie Samuel, the starting 5 for Ewing. The Blue Devils at 5-2 play host to Hopewell Valley, and the Bulldogs starting 5 looks a little like this. Mac Torpy in the backcourt with Jude Berman, the senior and sophomore duo in the backcourt. John Michael Vlasic in the front court, along with Julian Van Hoek, who leads the team in 3-point shooting. He has 11 made threes on the season. Jake O'Grady rounding out the front court with Vlasic, the senior forward, rounds out the starting 5 for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Again, for Hopewell Valley, it'll be Torpy, Berman, Vlasic, Van Hoek, and O'Grady, the starting five for Hopewell Valley. It's the 7-1 Hopewell Valley Bulldogs and the 5-2 Ewing Blue Devils. Jump ball on the other side of this timeout. You're listening to the Trentonian pregame show. It's the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils next here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. In this Toyota-thon, there's a lot to celebrate. If you haven't heard, new Toyota inventory is back with an updated model lineup for any lifestyle and vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Plus, over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for any budget with special finance rates available. And our award-winning service centers will keep you merry and safe this season. Visit us in store at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or shop online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree. Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Ewing Township Education Association, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton. All proud to bring you tonight's contest here on WBCB as we welcome you back to the Trentonian pregame show. Don't forget, fans, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and daily news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Today's game is being brought to you as a public service by the Ewing Township Education Association. The Ewing Township Education Association is proud to support all of their students. Tomorrow's future leaders of Ewing. Well, Griff, an exciting one on the docket tonight as we highlighted a little bit some of the guys that can get things going for Hopewell Valley. We talked very briefly about Terrence Traylor, who comes into the season averaging well over double digits for Ewing. The sophomore has stepped right into the starting five and really hasn't missed a beat. We mentioned a little bit about the new look Ewing Blue Devils, but if you talk with Paul Jones and some of our members at BCB they say that this team really embodies a lot of what Shelley Dearden was trying to do. It's a very similar system, and there really isn't too much of a drop-off from the experience they had last year with a large senior class coming into this year with a little bit more youth with sophomores and juniors.
Yeah, definitely a tough void to fill in that head coaching role, and especially when you don't have the experience coming in with a bunch of underclassmen. But yeah, I mean, hats off to him. We'll see if he can keep the winning streak going against Hopewell Valley tonight.
The 5-2 Blue Devils on their home floor looking for their second consecutive victory and to extend the winning streak over Hopewell Valley. They've won the last 5 contests against the Bulldogs dating all the way back to 2019. We'll take one final timeout. Jump ball on the other side of this timeout. It's the Blue Devils of Ewing and the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley. Jump ball is next on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles. If you want to make a difference this Christmas, I want you to think about love. Your love isn't confined to an advent calendar. It doesn't stop when the Christmas lights come down. With the Salvation Army, your love lasts all year long. It puts a present under someone's tree today and a roof over someone's head tomorrow. It brightens Christmas morning and the hardest nights for hardworking families. Together, we love beyond Christmas. Give this Christmas to support local families in Trenton and Greater Mercer County all year long. Donate at salarmy.us/Trenton Red Kettle. That's salarmy.us/Trenton Red Kettle.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798.
Hopewell Valley sporting the white road uniforms with the black letters and the gold outline on those letters and numbers. The black trim down the side of the shorts with the Bulldogs written on the side of the shorts as well. Blue Devils sporting the home blues. Jumping ball at center court. Cameron James for the Blue Devils and Jake O'Grady for the Bulldogs. Tip is won by the Blue Devils, and we're underway. Trailer, top of the key, looking for a screen from James. Cutting through, it's Manning. Here's Najee Manning, right side. Gets a screen from James, corner. Sinius kicks. This is Manning again. Penetrating, turning, no real look. Najee Manning thought about a triple, looking for the low post feed. This is James, opposite kick. Trailer, pull up, blocked by Torpy. Torpy averages 2 blocks a game. Leads the team, came into tonight with 16 blocks on the season. And he's got 1 already to start tonight. Good length from Mac Torpy, the point guard for Hopewell Valley. Inbound into their own basket for the Blue Devils. This is Manning, right wing extended, looks over left side. Sinius, now James in the corner. Driving, Corey James floats it up, right hand, tries to force it over O'Grady, won't go. Battling for it on the board, Sinius, and it's last touched by the Blue Devils. It'll go back with Hopewell Valley, their first possession of the night. Handsy defense from the Blue Devils, or from the Bulldogs to start, as a full court press put into effect by Paul Jones and the Blue Devils to start. Bulldogs break it, no look pass from Blasek into O'Grady, who's hit hard and hits the deck hard as well. He'll earn a trip to the line for 2, and that was a ton of contact coming down on Jake O'Grady, the starting center for Hopewell Valley. He's a little slow to get up and a little shaky after that one. Clock stopped, 7:05 to go in the first quarter. O'Grady at the stripe. Hard off back iron for the first. Still zeros on the scoreboard. O'Grady's second attempt. Good that time, and the first points of the night. First point of the night for Hopewell Valley, 1-0 Bulldogs lead. This is Manning right side. Gets a screen, kicks out. Trailer. Trailer, right wing, looking down low for Cameron James. Last touched by the Blue Devils. It's going to go back with Hopewell Valley. 6:46 to play first quarter. 2-2-1 full court press. Van Hoek gets it in the corner. He's trapped quickly by a couple of Blue Devils. John Michael Vlasic, top of the key. Swings it around to Van Hoek. He leads the team in 3-pointers. Back to Vlasic, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, in the corner. Trying to make something happen. Samiel all over him, and he forces the travel. It'll go back with the Blue Devils. Good turnover forced defensively by Hopewell Valley, or by the Blue Devils, as the noise starts to pick up here from the home of the Blue Devils. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Still 1-0 Hopewell Valley on top. Terrence Traylor dumps it down low. Here's Corey James, left wing extended, left corner extended. Pulls it out towards the elbow. Sinius thought about a triple. Drives, dishes to James, can't get the finish. Tough defense inside from O'Grady and Vlasic. Blue Devils still looking for their first points. They'll have to wait. Bulldogs coming back the other way. Vlasic, three-point range extended. Catch and shoot three, Van Hoek. It's good. 12th made three of the season for Julian Van Hoek. 4-0 Hopewell Valley. Sinius' triple, the response won't go. Rebound by Torpy, a strong board from Torpy. Coming back the other way, here come the Bulldogs. Torpy. Now to Van Hoek, just knocked down a triple on the previous possession. O'Grady looking for the cutting Berman. Jude Berman in a bit of trouble. Gets it to Vlasic, right corner, Vlasic with Manning on him. Wanted the charge, Vlasic up and under and good. Manning tried to give up the body. Vlasic stayed strong and kissed it off the glass for two. 6-0 Hopewell Valley. Blue Devils looking for their first basket still under the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Manning kicks it to the corner. This is Sinius driving, floating, right hand, and he gets the bounce. Joel Sinius gets the Blue Devils on the board. Vlasic with a football-style pass down the floor. Last touch by Ewing. It'll stay with Hopewell Valley. Mentioned the football-style pass, the three-sport varsity athlete, John Michael Vlasic. Football, basketball, and baseball. Shines in all three. Van Hoek kicks corner. This is Mac Torpy. Two-man action with Van Hoek. Floats it up, right hand. Left it short. Rebound by Joel Sinius. Head full of steam into the front court. Sinius kicks corner. Terrence Traylor, the sophomore guard. With Berman on him, wants to drive. Not much there. Good help defense from Vlasic. Simeo left side, now to Manning. Traylor, through the legs dribble, crossover. Sinius drives, kicks, stolen by Vlasic. Leads the team in steals, comes up with another one. Beautiful pass to O'Grady, but he took one too many steps. Vlasic entered tonight with 22 steals, give him 23, his first of the evening. Najee Manning and Terrence Traylor trying to break this pressure. They do. Two-man action clears the timeline. A screen from Leslie Samil, corner kick. Cameron James back out to Terrence Traylor. Sinius thought about a triple, steps in, 20-footer, got it. Joel Sinius with all four of the Blue Devils' points. As he knocks that one down. It's a two-point game. Vlasic running the point, looking for help. This is Jude Berman, jab steps. He'll pull it back out and want to reset. Manning extends the pressure on him. O'Grady. Van Hoek catch and shoot three. Too strong. Rebound by Vlasic. Second chance. Fake pass up and good. Nifty move from John Michael Vlasic. He's got four. Lead back to four for Hopewell Valley. Joel Sinius. With Vlasic on him, staying inside the three-point line. Sinius drives, Euro steps, floats it up with the right and good. It's been all Sinius to start the first quarter for the Blue Devils as he makes it a two-point game again. 8-6, Bulldogs on top. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Manning with some handsy defense on Berman. Looking for the 10-second violation. They don't get it. Berman splits the pressure, floats it up and in. Berman gets on the board. 10-6 Bulldogs. Diving steal from Vlasic, but he just hit the out-of-bounds sideline there in front of his own bench, helped up by his head coach in Matt Stein. Clock stops with 2:19, but already seeing just what John Michael Vlasic gives this Bulldogs team. Laying his body on the line there, almost came up with his second steal of the game in the quarter. Approaching the 2-minute mark, Terrence Traylor, the sophomore, drives, floats it up, gets contact and the call. He'll head to the stripe for a pair. Terrence Traylor, his first chance at points tonight. The extensive defense of Hopewell Valley, they've kept him silent to this point. Trailer good on the first. Milan Desai into the game for Hopewell Valley, multi-sport athlete as well, and Jaden Shin comes into the game too. Some reserves enter the contest for Hopewell Valley. They still lead by 3. Second free throw wouldn't go for Trailer. Vlasic forcing the issue, driving right side, backs down, pretty move, fights off contact and finishes. A plethora of post moves inside from John Michael Vlasic. Give him 6. Trap on Manning, and a foul gets called against Jude Berman. 1:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs lead by 5. Here's Trailer, now Manning. Brings it towards the midcourt logo. Berman extends the pressure out. Vlasic with another steal. The run out. They have numbers. Give and go. Back to Vlasic. He's got 8 first quarter points. And another steal by Vlasic. Takes it himself, Euro step, can't get the finish, but he gets the call, and he'll head to the line for 2. John Michael Vlasic doing it all for Hopewell Valley. A chance to reach double digits already here in the first quarter. Gets the roll on the first.
Mike, it's really a combination of his size, strength, athleticism, and awareness really on the court. I mean, he's using all 4 of those things to his advantage, and he's tearing apart this Blue Devils defense right now.
Second attempt at the stripe rattles home as well. 10 first quarter points for Vlasic. 16-7 in favor of the Bulldogs. Desai extending the pressure out on Trailer. Manning drives and draws the foul baseline on Jude Berman. Berman, the sophomore guard, picks up the foul. He'll be subbed out for Mac Torpy. Inbounds under their own basket for the Blue Devils. Trailer. Deep inbounds pass to Manning. Here's Joel Sinius with 8. Looking for more. Jaden Shin extends the pressure out beyond the three-point line. Trailer, left wing. Gets a high ball screen from Corey James. He'll drive. Right hand, left side. Scoop finish. 3 in the quarter for Trailer. It's a 7-point game. Vlasic looking for more. Pull up 3. Why not? He can do no wrong in the quarter. He's got 13. Final seconds. Shin gives up the body. Offensive foul. Shin and Vlasic are fired up. A 10-point advantage on the scoreboard and possession going back with the Bulldogs. What a start for Hopewell Valley. Seeking their first win against the Blue Devils in over 5 years. Up by 10 here in the first quarter. Final seconds, 20 seconds and counting. Inside feed to Torpy, an errant pass, unable to be hauled in. Clock stops with 16.7 seconds. Distance of the court to go for the Blue Devils. Josiah steps into the game for the Blue Devils. Trailer drives, kicks, James blocked. Van Hoek sends it back. Desai scrambling, Doggett kicks inside. James right hand draws the foul, and they're gonna give him 2 shots at the line just before the quarter expired. Heading to the stripe for 2, Cameron James. Cam James at the line as the Blue Devil cheer squad will have to wait just a minute before they can perform their intermission routine. James at the stripe, hits the first. A couple of big free throws here for the Blue Devils, making it a 9-point game. Cam James, second attempt. Just a little too strong that time. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Bulldogs on top on the road here at Ewing. 19-10 the score. Second quarter action on the other side of this timeout. Bulldogs in front by 9 here on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
19-10 after 1 quarter of play. John Michael Vlasic with 13 points in the first quarter.
The Italian's People Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian's People Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Mac Torpy kicks it into the corner. Julian Van Hoek had it and kicked it out. Milan Desai. High post feed to Torpy. Battered around by the Blue Devils. They haul it in. Up ahead pass. This is Trailer. Right wing to Doggett. Thought about a triple. Feeds in. Samil elevates. Can't get the bounce. Good defense from Milan Desai. Here he comes in transition. Desai looking for Vlasic. A couple of football teammates now on the basketball floor. Torpy pulls it out and resets. Here's Vlasic in the corner. Quickly gets rid of it before the trap could get set up. Great ball movement from the Bulldogs. Vlasic, corner, Shin, baseline, back to Vlasic. Triple on the way. No. Torpy with a strong rebound. Possession alive for Hopewell Valley, but just as I say that, stripped. Blue Devils have it. Here they come in transition. Trailer called for the travel. 6:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Still looking for the first points in quarter number 2. And correction, Vlasic with 13 on the night. A triple. And wanting a kick call there. As it's going to go back with Ewing. (19-10) Bulldogs on top. Blue Devils looking for a response. Trailer drives, floats it up, gets the bank, and one. Looked like Shin was there in time, maybe just a little too low set up for the charge in that imaginary restricted area that again, doesn't exist at the high school level, but not getting the offensive foul call that time. Trailer with a chance for one more at the stripe. He's got 5, looking for 6, and gets the roll. Makes it a 7-point deficit now for Ewing. Jake O'Grady back into the game. Into the front court for Hopewell Valley. He'll run the high post. Vlasic in the corner near us. Van Hoek thought about a triple. Extensive zone pressure here from Ewing, a 2-3 zone. Grady pulls up from the free throw line, and last touch by Van Hoek on the baseline. It'll go back with Ewing. The zone paying off to start here for Ewing defensively. It's a 6-point game. Terrence Trailer, the sophomore guard, coming to life of late offensively. Almost dribbles that one off his own foot. Gets it over to Deshaun Steffson. Steffson's triple on the way, hard off the glass. Doggett fighting for it, has it, he'll be tied up. A jump ball is called. It looks like possession's going to stay with Ewing. Ewing to inbound under their own basket. Second quarter, 5:39 to go. Blue Devils trailing by 6. Inbounds pass. Comes into Cameron James. Trailer. Vlasic on Trailer. A three on the way. Too strong. Rebound by Jake O'Grady. Bulldogs have it. They'll take their time. Here's Torpy clearing the timeline. Desai in the corner. High post feed. Now to Desai. Far corner. Torpy working it around the perimeter. Wants a healthy three. Strong off back iron. Ball's up. Hauled in by the Blue Devils. Skying for the rebound. Leslie Samil. Steffson. Thought about a step back. Looking inside. Stolen by Torpy. Here come the Bulldogs, excuse me. Vlasic mistimed the step. Trailer on the other end gets the foul, and he'll head to the stripe for a chance at two. The zone defense swinging the tide in the Blue Devils' favor as Hopewell Valley still scoreless in the quarter. All three of the Blue Devils' points coming from Terrence Trailer, the sophomore guard, and a fire has been lit under him of late, that's for sure. Can't get the first. And the second attempt rims out for Trailer as well. Vlasic with another big rebound. Here's Torpy to Desai. Skip pass over to Van Hoek, corner, Torpy. And an offensive foul called against Hopewell Valley. Jake O'Grady called for the offensive hold. It'll send things back with Ewing. So after an explosive first quarter, 19 points from Hopewell Valley, scoreless almost halfway through the quarter, 4:33 to go here in the first half. Steffson with Desai on him. Through the legs dribble, crossover, drive, strips. Torpy almost got it, brought back out. Here's Terrence Trailer. Trying to keep his hot hand going on the offensive side, but one too many steps. Couldn't hold the pivot foot. It'll go back with Hopewell Valley. 4:11 remaining here in the first half. Mac Torpy, Milan Desai. Julian Van Hoek thought about a triple. Left elbow extended, pull up from Vlasic, off back iron, batted about and hauled in by Ewing. Transition opportunity for the Blue Devils. Steffson penetrates, now pulls out. All set up for the Blue Devils, trailing by 6. Steffson, two-man action with Cam James, right hand, too strong. Desai with a rebound for Hopewell Valley. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. Desai up, the blocking foul called as Darian Doggett gives up the body. Doggett give up the body and just wasn't there in time, according to the official nearest to us at the time. Blocking foul called. Milan Desai to the line for 2. Won't go on the first.
It looks like Hopewell Valley is trying to use that transition offense to try to beat the zone and try to start scoring some points here in the second quarter. They've really struggled in that half-court offense.
Second one is good from Milan Desai. First points of the quarter for the Bulldogs come at the charity stripe. Julian Van Hoek comes out of the game. 3:25 and counting here in the first half. The lead back up to 7 for Hopewell Valley after the Desai made free throw. Steffson out near the midcourt logo. Healthy three on the way, too strong off the glass again. John Michael Vlasic with a man's rebound. Keeps his dribble alive, and here he comes into the front court with a head full of steam. Torpy pulls it out towards the volleyball line and now towards the midcourt logo. Wants the reset. Desai, skip pass. Dean Mantuano into the game for Hopewell Valley in the corner. Skip pass inside, high-low go the Bulldogs. O'Grady can't finish. Zone defense has been the recipe in this quarter for the Blue Devils. Trailer's floater, count it, and a chance for one more. Terrence Trailer with all of the points in the quarter for the Blue Devils. At the line for another. Trailer's free throw attempt is good. The three-point play successful for Terrence Trailer, the sophomore guard. It's a three-point game, 2:25 and counting in the first half. A 1-2-2 zone extended for the Blue Devils, recedes into a 3-2. Torpy penetrates, kicks, Vlasic, baseline drive, step back, pull up, can't get the roll. Cam James with a strong rebound. Up ahead pass. Offensive foul called. Torpy gives up the body. A strong drive from Jameer Brown, fresh into the game for Ewing. And an offensive foul called against Brown. Bulldogs get it back, 2 minutes and counting here in the first half. Foul calls at 4-2, 4 for Ewing, 4 for Hopewell Valley, 2 for Ewing. Mantuano in the corner, skip pass, Vlasic dumps it inside, stolen. Handsy defense continues for the Blue Devils. Trailer, Euro step, scoop layup, won't go. Desai with a board, numbers for the Bulldogs, 3-on-2. Vlasic drives, picks up the dribble, he's hit, but an offensive foul is called. They said Vlasic tried to clear out with the elbow, and it'll go back with Ewing. 92 seconds remaining here in the first half. Intensity picking up a bit here from Ewing High School. Terrence Trailer crossing over, Mantuano giving him fits, clearing the timeline. Trailer takes a screen from Samil, wants to feed him high post, skip pass, left corner, triple on the way, no good. Good attempt from James that time, but just a little too strong. He had all day to shoot. An unlucky bounce. Ewing still trails by 4. Bulldogs trying to extend the deficit. Blocked in the corner. Mantuano's 3, denied by James. And the ball last touched by Ewing apparently, although it really looked like O'Grady came down with it. The officials are going to talk about this one. And it looks like for the time being, it's going to stay with Hopewell Valley. What'd you see on that one, Griff?
I think I agree with the crowd here. I feel like that was Ewing ball, but.
Inside feed to Vlasic, and one! How strong is John Michael Vlasic? Too strong. A chance for one more.
He is fired up. It's been since the first quarter since he's found the net. But give him 15 now.
Some confusion down on the floor as Vlasic looks over to the bench, trying to get the foul call situation figured out. Vlasic, his first chance at points here in the quarter. He missed a couple of opportunities, and the officials at the scores table. One shot for Vlasic after the made field goal. Gets the and one opportunity. 4 points in the quarter scored by the Bulldogs. Their lead goes back to 7. Trailer hit the deck. Whistle stays silent. 43 seconds and counting here in the first half. Trailer, great crossover, elevates, gets the call. Can't get the bucket, but will go to the line for 2 more. Terrence Trailer.
Now 4 Hopewell Valley players with multiple fouls. Vlasic with 2, Berman with 2, O'Grady with 2, and Van Hawk with 2.
First shot does not go at the stripe for Traylor. He's missed a handful here in the first half at the stripe. The sophomore guard, his second attempt on the way, and that one is true. Final 30 seconds and change here from Ewing High School in the first half. Stolen, Traylor, transition, takes the body, gets the bucket, and a chance for another at the line. The sophomore can do no wrong here for Ewing. What a strong drive from Terrence Traylor. Another opportunity at a three-point play. He's got 2 in the quarter and a chance for a third. Sinks the and one opportunity. It's a 3-point game. Ewing down by 3. The Bulldogs trying to keep their advantage. Ewing's battled back here in quarter number 2 with this zone defense. Inside feed to Vlasic. Ball's batted about. Fighting for it and stolen by Traylor. Final seconds in the first half. Traylor driving and it's blocked. Handsy defense inside. Mac Torpy again with another blocked shot. He averages 2 per game. He's already got 2. 6.2 seconds. Ewing retains possession under their own basket. Traylor to inbound. Gets it in. James right hand. Left side. Good. It's a 1-point game. Berman into the game. Last second heave. Too strong off the backboard. What a second quarter response from the Blue Devils of Ewing. It's a 1-point game as we head to the locker room. The Blue Devils, trailing by as many as 10 in the first quarter, have battled all the way back. It's a 1-point affair as we hit the halftime break here on WBCB. It's the Blue Devils and Bulldogs. First half numbers, second half action coming up next on the other side of this timeout.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. And this Toyota-thon, there's a lot to celebrate. If you haven't heard, new Toyota inventory is back with an updated model lineup for any lifestyle and vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Plus over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for any budget with special finance rates available. And our award-winning service centers will keep you merry and safe this season. Visit us in store at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or shop online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hello, this is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles. If you want to make a difference this Christmas, I want you to think about love. Your love isn't confined to an advent calendar. It doesn't stop when the Christmas lights come down. With the Salvation Army, your love lasts all year long. It puts a present under someone's tree today and a roof over someone's head tomorrow. It brightens Christmas morning and the hardest nights for hardworking families. Together, we love beyond Christmas. Give this Christmas to support local families in Trenton and Greater Mercer County all year long. Donate at salarmy.us/Trenton Red Kettle. That's salarmy.us/Trenton Red Kettle.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Ewing's Terrence Traylor really got going there in that second quarter. He's now got 13 at half, and he really kind of carried Ewing's offense there in that second quarter. They really started to create turnovers too. Hopewell now 9 turnovers to this point. So Ewing's winning the turnover battle, and they've started to really prep to kick up the tempo a little bit, and they're using that transition offense to their advantage because they were really struggling in the half court in that first quarter to beat the Hopewell Valley defense. And Hopewell Valley really using their size and athleticism to their advantage, led by, as you mentioned, Vlasic. He's been all over the floor for them. And they're going to, I think, they're really going to rely on Vlasic this second half, as Ewing is going to rely on Traylor for most of at least the scoring.
The stars shining bright in this one tonight as the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley, a 1-point advantage on the scoreboard, but looking for their first victory in over 5 years against Ewing here on the Blue Devils home floor. For Ewing, looking for their second straight victory after starting the new year in great style with a dominant 56-33 win over Lawrence on the second day of the new year. Final seconds here at halftime. We'll tell you a little bit more about the first half numbers. We mentioned Terrence Traylor, who erupted for 10 in the quarter in that second quarter. Really wonder what Paul Jones said to him, because it was a tale of 2 quarters for Terrence Traylor. As we mentioned, a double-digit second quarter for him. He's got 13 at the half. 3 points coming from Cameron Jones, 6 from Joel Sinius for the Blue Devils, and that's where we stand with 22 points for Ewing. And the scoring for Hopewell Valley, led by John Vlasic with 16. Jude Berman has 2. Milan Desai has 1. And Julian Van Hoek with 3. The lone triple from beyond the arc for Hopewell Valley. We'll see if Paul Jones continues to stay with this zone defense. I don't see why not. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that was quite the closeout to the first half from the Ewing Blue Devils, and it all started on the defensive end with that zone pressure. Second half just about set to get underway. Possession's going to start with Hopewell Valley as we flip the floor.
Packed house tonight too. Crowd's really filling in.
Great notice by you, as I failed to mention, a packed house on hand here from Ewing High School. The Wandish and Wackos in full force here tonight. The student section for Ewing making some noise in the first half as the second quarter was largely in their favor. A 1-point game, and inbound under their own basket. Inbounds pass almost stolen. Manning with some handsy defense on Van Hoek. This is Jude Berman. Swings it over to Torpy, corner. O'Grady out beyond the arc. No one in the high post for the Bulldogs to start. O'Grady tries to penetrate, and a travel is called. One too many steps from O'Grady. Clock stops at 7:39. Terrence Traylor, the sophomore guard, trying to get the offense back in rhythm here for Ewing. A ton of transition opportunities for the Blue Devils in quarter number 2. Here they are in the half-court offense. Looking inside, Cameron James post up. Strong move, can't get the finish. Second chance, he's fouled, and he'll head to the stripe. Cameron James, the junior forward, at the stripe for 2. Had one of the final buckets in the first half for Ewing that helped make it a 1-point deficit. First free throw left short. Chance to tie it here with this one. Deep breath from James, a couple of dribbles. Too strong on the second attempt. Battling for it and hauling it in is John Vlasic for Hopewell Valley. Bulldogs still clinging to that 1-point advantage. Here's Torpy just beyond the timeline. Now Berman. Swinging over to O'Grady in the corner. Now Vlasic, right block. Vlasic, right wing, kicks to the corner. Berman, triple on the way, short. Rebound by Van Hoek, second chance opportunity. He's in some trouble. O'Grady in the corner, back to Van Hoek. His triple lined up, rattles around. Touched the upper cable above the backboard, but the whistle stays silent. Traylor, crossover dribble near the right elbow, penetrates, jump step. What a feed to Cam James. Ewing's first lead of the night. They're up by 1. Full court press from Ewing. Vlasic puts it on the floor, and he's fouled. The double team coming from up top from Najee Manning. Just a little too aggressive that time, going for the steal from behind. Vlasic draws the foul on Manning. Milan Desai coming back into the game for Hopewell Valley as O'Grady gets a breather. Torpy to inbound, under the Bulldogs basket. Inside feed, Vlasic. A whole lot of contact and the whistle stays silent. Last touch by Ewing, it's gonna stay with the Bulldogs. Torpy to inbound again. Same spot just about.
Vlasic in disbelief there. He thought he was getting the call.
Torpy looking for a man, feeds it in to Jude Berman. Approaching the 6-minute mark here, first half. High post feed, Vlasic, skip pass to side, catch and shoot triple, short. Vlasic with a board, second chance opportunity. Powering through, feed, Berman, sidestep, 3 on the way, yes! Huge hit from Jude Berman. He's got 5 on the night. Bulldogs back out in front, they lead by 2. 5:45 and counting. Here in quarter number 3, Samil driving it left side. Vlasic strips him, but a foul. A little too handsy from Vlasic that time. Inbounds from the right side of the paint for Ewing. Trailer to inbound. Box formation, they get it in. Strong drive from Joel. He got a lot of contact. Whistles are silent as the refs really letting him play here in quarter number 3, but you could hear the slap from here, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, but no call.
Sinius with 6 first half points. Manning thought about a 3, drives, elevates, off the glass, too strong. Desai up ahead pass. Vlasic catches it like a receiver. A lot of contact, silent whistles. Trailer, left wing, feed, Sinius, Euro step, right hand, good. 8 points for Joel Sinius, 26s on the scoreboard. All knotted up. Inside feed to Vlasic. Dish down low to Van Hoek. He kisses it off the glass and in. Great vision from Vlasic. Other end. Count it! And one more for Trailer. An and one specialist tonight. The sophomore guard for the Blue Devils. First points of the second half. He's got 15, looking for 16. Trailers and 1, rattles home. 1 point advantage for Ewing. 29-28 to score, under 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Vlasic in the high post. Van Hoek, catch and shoot triple. Too strong. Samil with a rebound. Driving Trailer, fighting off contact. Left it short. Desai, up ahead pass. Bulldogs have numbers. Nifty finish from Vlasic. He gets the call. One more at the line for J.M. Vlasic. $18 points on the night for Vlasic and a chance for one more. A polished finisher inside. We've seen him do it in a number of ways. Leaves the free throw short that time around. Bulldogs on top by 1. Intensity growing here from the home of the Blue Devils. Trailer drives. Blocking foul called on Torpy. He wanted a hook against Trailer. He won't get it. Jaden Shin wanting to check into the ball game. So is Darion Doggett, a senior reserve guard for Ewing. They are both allowed into the game now. Torpy gets a breather. Shin comes in for him. An arrest for Najee Manning. Desai pressuring Trailer. Corey James gets the inbound. Here's Joel Sinius with 8. Kicks it out. Dogged catch and shoot. Left it short. Battling for it. Foul on the floor. And Van Hoek's going to get called for the foul, holding the arm of Cameron James. Clock stopped at 4:16. 2 shots at the line, as that is the 5th team foul against Hopewell Valley, the new rule this year. Across the NJSIAA. Fouls reset at each quarter, and once either team gets to 5 fouls, it's automatically 2 shots, no more 1-and-1. First shot left short.
Today's game is being brought to you as a public service by the Ewing Township Education Association. The Ewing Township Education Association is proud to support all students, tomorrow's future leaders of Ewing.
James capitalizes on the second attempt and knots things back up at 30 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Desai, swing to Berman back into the game. Skip pass, stolen by James, up ahead pass, here's Trailer, hauls it down, blocked! Last touch by Ewing. Hustle play by Jude Berman to block it off Trailer and get possession back for the Bulldogs. What a play by Jude Berman. Under 4 to go in quarter number 3, Berman. 2-man high action for the Bulldogs. Desai near the volleyball line. Berman working it around the perimeter. Left wing. Berman. Desai into the corner. Vlasic on the baseline looking for a feed in the lane. No one there. Up ahead pass. Hauled in. Sinius. One too many steps. The call made out near midcourt. Not a popular call according to Paul Jones, the Ewing head coach.
Yeah, he motioned to the other 2 refs as they were closer to the play, but
Julian Van Hoek, well beyond the 3-point line. Vlasic looking for Jaden Shin inside, stolen by the Blue Devils. Trailer, triple blocked. Handsy defense from Desai. Here's Vlasic, corner, Desai, a 3, yes! Timeout on the floor taken by Matt Stein. It's a 3-point advantage for the Bulldogs after the made 3 from Milan Desai. Second 3 of the quarter, fourth 3 of the night for Hopewell Valley. Back and forth we go in this seesaw affair. The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located at 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. The intensity continuing to rise here from Ewing High School. Back and forth we go. Ewing trailing by 3 as they were just on top by 1 and then knotted up at 30. Milan Desai with the triple to split the tie. Blue Devils looking for a response after the Desai made triple. Far right wing feed. Sinius, left-hand dribble, wants a triple, hard off back iron. Van Hoek calls it in, but a whistle called against Hopewell Valley. Julian Van Hoek with the free hand gets called for the push-off. So again, another chance at free throws here for Ewing as they are in the bonus.
That's the third on Van Hoek this half already, this quarter.
The leading 3-point shooter for Hopewell Valley, now with 3 fouls. Cam James gets the first. Clock halted at 2:24 here in the third quarter. Second attempt too strong. Desai hauls it in. Jude Berman taking his time, now clears the timeline. Bounce pass to Milan Desai. Jaden Shin, top of the key. Works it left. Van Hoek. Now to Berman. 2 minutes and change. Vlasic, fake pass, Euro step, block, gets it back, blocked again. Desai's drive, gets the whistle, he'll head to the stripe for two. Desai not afraid to bring it into a whole lot of traffic inside. Draws the foul call, and he gets a chance for two at the line. Desai can't hit the first. 4 points on the night for Milan Desai, including points 31, 32, and 33 on a made triple. Second free throw attempt swishes home. 5 on the night for Desai. Lead back to 3 for the Bulldogs. Ensuing possession now here for Ewing. Trailer drives around the stripe, kicks, Sinius. His effort too strong. James fouled as he hits the floor. Some good sportsmanship from Vlasic as he hit the hardwood pretty hard that time, did Cameron James. James back to the stripe, a chance for two more. He split his last 2 trips to the line. James swishing the first. 8 points on the night for Cameron James. Second attempt won't go. Strong rebound from Jaden Shin. Under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Bulldogs on top by 2. Entry feed to Vlasic, forcing it with the right hand. It won't go. Batted about and hauled in by Trailer. Here he comes into the front court. Eyes up. What a drive from Trailer. Elevates with the right hand and sinks it home. 2 more for Terrence Trailer. He's got 5 in the quarter, 18 on the night. And we're all knotted up at 34.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
You definitely don't want to miss the remaining quarter and change of this one. Back and forth we go with one of the better storylines in Mercer County. The Bulldogs, a 7-1 start, and looking for their first win against Ewing in over 5 years. A timeout taken by Paul Jones and the Blue Devils after the transition run out and finish by none other than Terrence Trailer. Trailer with 18 on the night. Him and Vlasic tied up for the lead in points with 18 each. Full court pressure being instituted here by Paul Jones. And something I noticed in between first half to second half, Paul Jones switched up his sneakers. He had the black and white Panda Dunks on to start, and now he is in the taxi Jordan 12. So maybe some strategy behind that one. We'll have to ask him later on. Batted about pass by the Blue Devils, the extended zone. We saw it in quarter number 2. Here it is yet again in quarter number 3. Trapped on the left side was Berman, and a foul gets called. Not a popular call here from Ewing, but going against Ewing. Just the 3rd team foul against the Blue Devils. Excuse me, the 4th team foul against the Blue Devils. Damir Edwards-Chu enters the game for Ewing. Giving Darian Doggett a breather. Berman gets the rebound, shuffles it over to Mac Torpy back into the game. Too high guard set for the Bulldogs. Skip pass to Torpy. Tough to handle, last touched by Hopewell Valley. It'll go back with Ewing. An extensive, almost a 1-1-3 zone from Ewing that turns into a 3-2 as it's been a problem in the half court. Cineas spinning, looking for a post-up move, doesn't have it. Here's Traylor with Torpy on him. Traylor crossing over, trying to make something happen, gets it back. Renews his dribble, gets a screen, drives on Shin, elevates in the lane, gets it off the glass, he's got 20. Final seconds here in the third quarter, Ewing on top by 2. What a game. Torpy across the timeline, trapped, spins, Van Hoek, Shin drives, kicks. A 3 on the way, too strong. Berman with a rebound, penetrates, kicks, decides 3. Yes! What a hit, last second shot, no good from Traylor as the Bulldogs take a 1-point lead after another huge 3 from Milan Desai. Back and forth we go, a 1-point game as we head to quarter number 4. The Bulldogs out in front in search of their first win over Ewing in 5 years. We'll head to the fourth quarter. Can the Bulldogs do it? We'll find out on the other side of this timeout. You're watching Mercer County High School basketball on WBCB.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County prosecutor.
5, fouling out 5. 5 just for the game, you get 5, yeah. Back here at Ewing High School, it's a 1-point game. Back and forth we go on this seesaw affair. One of the best games to date this year across the WBCB slate. And impressive stuff from both the Bulldogs and Blue Devils. Fourth quarter underway. The Blue Devils start with it. This is Traylor. He's got 20. Feeds it into James. Up and under move. Denied by Torpy. Batted about. Samil. Second chance for the Blue Devils. Skip pass. Cineas drives. Elevates. Can't get it to go. Second chance by Chu. Won't go. Vlasic with a board. Here he comes with a head full of steam. Spin dribble. What a move. Vlasic to Shin. Back out to Berman. Bulldogs will slow things up and reset. Desai, corner, Torpy. Back to Desai. A couple of huge threes. This is Vlasic. Arid pass hauled in, using all of that 6'4" frame. Berman, right side to Desai. Inside to Shin. Denied. Cineas says no. Traylor in transition. Batted up and in. Terrence Traylor. A little hobbly after that finish. It's a 1-point lead for Ewing. Vlasic, catch and shoot 3, short. Batted about by Shin, hauled in by James. Here's Traylor, up ahead, the feed to Cineas. Going for the dunk, but he's fouled. Cineas was looking for the poster, and so was Paul Jones. Nonetheless, a chance for 2 at the line. Ewing by 1. Joel Cineas at the line for 2. Timeout taken on the floor. 6:45 to go in regulation. A 1-point contest, back and forth we go. But when action resumes, it'll be Joel Cineas, the junior wing, at the line. What a game tonight so far, Griff.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, if that dunk went through, I think this place would have erupted. It's really, you can feel how tense it is getting between these two crowds.
Yeah, we've already had a tough time hearing each other as is. A lot of energy, a near sellout crowd on hand here at Ewing. And you're right, if that dunk was completed, new levels of decibels would have been reached here tonight. Might have even impacted the local Richter scale, maybe.
Yeah, Hopewell Valley student section isn't really getting engaged over there, but Ewing on our side, they're all standing, they're all ready. So we're ready for these last 6:45 to go here.
Action just about set to resume. Sinius at the stripe for a pair after being fouled on the missed dunk attempt. Joel Sinius, the junior forward. He's got 8 on the night. Gets the first. Sinius, a deep breath at the stripe, spins the ball in his hand. 3 dribbles, 1 more spin, second shot, rattles out. Ewing by 2. Demir Edwards-Chu in the game, he's covering Torpy. Hounding him all the way up, batted pass, as this extensive defense from Ewing has really been the remedy for keeping them alive and giving them a lead in this contest. That, along with the combination of the fearlessness of Terrence Traylor, has propelled Ewing out in front. 2-point advantage, inside feed, Shin now finds Vlasic. Blocked by Traylor and missed by Vlasic. Sinius clears the timeline. Into the lane, kicks out. Traylor, 14-footer, rattles out. Edwards-Chu tied up down low. Jump ball is called, and that's going to send things back with Hopewell Valley. Bulldogs trailing by 2. And I don't think John Vlasic has had a breather in this contest, and it's starting to show a little bit here in the fourth quarter. A little bit of tired legs and some heavier breathing from Vlasic. As we approach the 6-minute mark, Vlasic in the right wing corner. And a beautiful scoop finish on the feed from Vlasic to Jaden Shin. This is Traylor. Now some matchup zone here for the Bulldogs against the Blue Devils. Sinius drives off the glass, Wellstrong. Vlasic bats it out, keeps his dribble alive, and now slows it up for Hopewell Valley. Here's Vlasic. Entry feed to Shin, corner, Van Hoek left alone, can't hit. Vlasic keeps it alive with another big rebound and draws a foul. That's the first foul against Ewing here in the fourth quarter, evening the foul calls at 1 apiece for each team. Bulldogs will inbound under their own basket. Mac Torpy to inbound. Chu comes out of the game. Some valuable minutes given off the bench for the Blue Devils. Torpy. Jude Berman penetrates, free throw line, tried to no look into Shin, but stolen. Doggett has it, Vlasic hounding him, ball's loose. Batted by Van Hoek, last touch by Hopewell Valley. And it will stay with Ewing. Both of these teams ramping up the defensive pressure. John Michael Vlasic almost coming up with, I believe, would have been his 4th steal of the night. 39's on the scoreboard. Under 5 minutes in regulation. This is Terrence Traylor. Left side of the floor now moves it to the center. Van Hoek on him. Crossover. Traylor pulls it back out. Now drives. Doubled. Stripped. Hauled back in by the Blue Devils. Sinius elevates. Right hand. The roll isn't there. Van Hoek with a rebound. Gets it to Vlasic. Now to Berman. Berman, nifty dribble, high post feed to Shin. Vlasic, spin dribble, baseline, what a pass, Van Hoek fouled, and he'll head to the line. I'll tell you one thing, for as great of a scorer as John Vlasic has displayed tonight, the vision and the patience and the change of pace has really benefited him in this one. Spin moves, no-look passes, it's all worked. Van Hoek's triple, too strong. Torpy bats it out. Second chance for the Bulldogs. Approaching 4 minutes in regulation. Berman looking for Shin, gets it in the high post. Shin, corner, Van Hoek pulls it out. Stolen, Sinius elevates, misses the dunk. Tied at 39, Vlasic on the other end, count it, and one! John Vlasic, what a response! Another chance at a three-point play. Vlasic with now 20 points on the night.
And what a way to swing momentum back for the Bulldogs there.
A missed run out from Joel Sinius. Vlasic gets the and one opportunity. Bulldogs by 2. 3:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Trailer. Left wing. Goes to work on Van Hoek. Wants an entry feed, picks up his dribble. Now gets it back. Inside to James. Goes to work. Offensive foul called against James. The offhand hook. Torpy called for it earlier and got it in crunch time. Substitution for Ewing. Damir Edwards-Chu back into the game for Darion Doggett. Full court press from the Blue Devils. Jude Berman gets the inbounds pass. Vlasic trying to help him. Berman's going to take it himself. Clears the timeline. Penetrates in. Feeds Torpy. Kisses it off the glass for 2. Torpy's first points of the night come at no better time. 5-point lead for Hopewell Valley. Trailer a bit frustrated. Can't find the look. Forces the issue and draws the foul. It'll be on the floor. Third team foul against the Bulldogs. Baseline inbounds under their own basket for Ewing. Trailer inbounding right near us. Beyond the arc, feed now inside to Damir Edwards-Chu. Can't get it. Samil with the follow-up. It won't go. Volleyed about. And drawing the foul and heading to the line for 2 is Joel Sinius. Bulldogs still lead by 5. 2:55, the clock stops here in the fourth quarter. Joel Sinius, a chance for 2 at the stripe. Torpy with a big deuce for the Bulldogs. Sinius sinks the first. Makes it a 4-point game. Second attempt from Sinius is true. 2 for 2 that time. A couple of big makes at the charity stripe for the Blue Devils from Sinius, and it's a 3-point game. 2:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs by 3, trying to hold on for their first win since at least 2019 against the Ewing Blue Devils. What an effort from both of these teams here tonight. The Blue Devils led by Terrence Trailer, but getting some really valuable minutes down the stretch from Joel Sinius and Cameron James, the two forwards, the two experienced forwards returning from a season ago, stepping into a larger role this year and capitalizing in their role down the stretch, trying to help out Terrence Trailer, who really has all eyes on him in this gym at this point. Trailer with 22 points in this contest, 2 here in the fourth quarter. had 10 in the second quarter, 7 in the third.
Despite Hopewell Valley's lead here, I mean, a lot of their points recently have come in transition, and they're still struggling with that zone defense that Ewing is implementing. So if Ewing can really lock down here and Hopewell Valley is unable to find those open spaces and exploit that zone defense, then Ewing can easily come back here and win this game.
Full court press from Ewing. Berman and Torpy trying to break it with a 2-guard set. Berman, Torpy, high post, Vlasic, feed the shin, can't get the roll, but a foul is called late. Wow. Paul Jones can't believe it. And Jaden Shin, 2 points on the night, coming here in this fourth quarter, will go to the stripe for 2. Shin can't get the first. Another multi-sport varsity athlete on this Bulldogs roster, Jaden Shin, member of the baseball team as well, gets the second one to roll. Hopewell back up by 4. (45-41) the score. Sinius on the drive. His right hand won't go. James' second chance. He's fouled and he'll head to the stripe. Cameron James. He's been all over the offensive glass in this one. James a deep breath at the line. Blue Devils trailing by 4. Can't hit the first. Missed free throws. Reoccurring theme in this one for Ewing, as they've left a couple of handfuls of points off of the board because of it. Second attempt is good from James. Makes it a 3-point affair. Berman gets the pass from Torpy. Back and forth they go, trying to clear the timeline. Berman to Torpy. Blue Devils wanted the 10-second violation. Shin gets it out to Berman. Vlasic in the right corner. Bounce pass from Berman, hauled in by Vlasic. Vlasic with Sinius on him, loses his dribble well from the basket. Berman trying to make something happen. Bulldogs by 3. All alone inside is Torpy. His floater won't go. Last touch by the Bulldogs. And it's going to go back with Ewing. Wow, Torpy was in no man's land, just forgotten about on the baseline. The turnaround floater didn't use the glass and it bounced out. 3-point deficit for Ewing. Can tie with a 3. Corner. Edwards Chu pulls it out. Feed to Sinius. Double team comes with Van Hoek. Sinius, turnaround won't go. James' second chance, count it, and one! A chance for Cameron James to tie it up at 45. Free throw looming, 1:18 to go. $11 points on the night for Cameron James. And now a discrepancy with the scorebooks. Trying to figure out if that is the 5th personal foul or the 5th team foul. I believe it's the 5th team foul and the 5th personal foul as well on Jaden Shin. So I believe, based on the scoreboard, Jaden Shin has fouled out of this game. And Milan Desai comes into the game to relieve him. Fouls locked at 5 apiece for each team. 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in regulation. Cameron James, an and one opportunity at the stripe after a strong finish over a handful of Bulldog defenders. A chance to tie for James at the line. He gets the roll. 45-45 on the scoreboard. Hold on to your seats. We're coming in for a landing. The Bulldogs, who led by as many as 10 in the first half, led by 5 less than a minute ago. We're all knotted up after the Blue Devils turned defense into offense yet again. And the strong finish and clutch free throw from Cameron James. What more could you ask for here tonight on WBCB? A full slate of games, a couple in Mercer County. And we don't have eyes right now on the other one tonight, but this one definitely making the case for game of the night. Fourth quarter, 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. The Bulldogs with the length of the floor. Full court pressure implemented here by the Blue Devils. Torpy gets the inbounds pass. Back and forth with Berman. They're going to try to break this press again. Van Hoek alone in the right corner. Torpy. Baseline feed. Van Hoek. Berman thought about a three. Penetrates. Lost his dribble. Here's Vlasic. Kicks it. Van Hoek. Now Berman. Drives, kicks. Torpy. Corner. Desai. Another three. No! Vlasic. He's fouled. Another late whistle in favor of Hopewell Valley. Vlasic to the line for 2. "21 points on the night for John Vlasic. First shot is true. Stick around for the Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview following the conclusion of this one. A couple of top candidates for either team. Vlasic gets the second to fall as well. A 2-point advantage yet again for the Bulldogs. 46.4 remaining in regulation. Terrence Traylor brings it up the floor for Ewing. 40 seconds and counting. Blue Devils down by 2. Traylor, the leading scorer for Ewing. He's been silent for a while. Sinius trapped, forcing it. What a cut! Lost by Samil. And it's going to go back with Hopewell Valley. Leslie Samil left alone on the baseline, elevated and lost the ball. 28.2 remaining. Bulldogs with the distance of the floor to go. And now decision time for Hopewell, or for Ewing. You got to think they might start to foul here, Griff.
Yeah, definitely try to send them to the line as quick as possible. It doesn't show they're in the bonus, right? But they are in the bonus?
Both teams are in the bonus.
Yeah, just don't have the
although
P
it's
up
not
there.
highlighted on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
5 fouls against the Bulldogs, 6 fouls against the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and you hope for one miss, I guess, and then tee up a 3 or all right.
And the question again for Ewing is, who do you send to the line for Hopewell Valley? You want to think it's not going to be Vlasic because he's been pretty good at the line tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a guy like a Van Hoek or a Desai they try to.
Yes, somebody who we haven't seen tested maybe.
Berman trying to get free. He does. Gets the entry pass. And he's fouled by Darian Doggett and hits the floor. And Doggett and Desai getting into it a little bit. As Vlasic walks Milan Desai back, his emotion starting to flare. Vlasic a fan of it, and the Bulldog student section liking it as well. Jude Berman's going to head to the stripe. He'll shoot 2. I believe that is the 5th foul is what the one official is explaining. I think they called the foul. I thought they called it against Cineas. That's what it's showing on the scoreboard, but Darian Doggett called for the foul, and that's the quickest 5 fouls I've ever seen for a reserve player. I don't know how accurate it is, but Darian Doggett can't believe it either that he is just fouled out of this game.
Yeah, I had him at 3 fouls.
Yeah, not sure. Berman, a huge hit at the stripe. Makes it a 3-point game. Berman swishes the second. 2 huge free throws from the sophomore guard in crunch time. The Bulldogs by 4, 24.8 away from their first victory against Ewing in over 5 years. Head coach Matt Stein can smell it. The Blue Devils with a timeout as they'll talk some things over. Dwindling down to the final possessions of this one. Got to think the 3-ball is going to be a main target here for Ewing, but you don't need it right away. The best shot on the floor, I think, is still in play with over 20 seconds on the clock and still a lot of opportunity to play the free throw game.
Yeah, regardless of where they take the shot from, you got to be crashing to the boards, try to get that offensive board if they do miss, or else then it's really over. But try to get a quick, easy bucket, and then, again, play the fouling game and hope that Hopewell Valley stops making their free throws, because they've been pretty consistent at the charity stripe tonight, it seems.
Down the stretch, Hopewell Valley has made the most of their opportunities. They've made their last 6 at the line.
And it seems like Ewing's gotten to the line more, but they haven't made as many.
A drive from Trailer, and a foul is called. A strong take from the sophomore Trailer. He gets fouled. He'll go to the stripe for 2. As the Bulldogs thought they got all basketball, but a lot of traffic and a lot of bodies inside. Trailer will head to the line for 2.
If Trailer's able to sink both of these, it'd be a really efficient 2 points. I mean, you only wasted probably 7 seconds off the clock.
Vlasic imploring the Bulldog student section to make some noise. It hasn't affected Trailer yet as he hits the first. Good make from Trailer. 3-point game, 20.6 remaining in regulation. Second attempt, doesn't get the roll. And a violation against Cameron James will send things back with the Bulldogs. Vlasic to inbound, distance of the floor to go. And now the refs with a message to, it looked like Trailer and Berman as they switch sides of the floor. Vlasic, inbound pass to Torpy, spin move, low dribble, up ahead, it's Berman. Berman, was he fouled? He was. Thought they might call the travel on the hop step. But Berman draws the foul, and he'll go back to the line for 2. The sophomore guard, Jude Berman. 8 points after that made free throw, looking for 9. Hits that one as well. It's a 5-point advantage for the Bulldogs. 14.6 seconds to go. And the Bulldog student section can smell their first victory over Ewing in over 5 years. What a contest here tonight, Griff. Back and forth. Just a great effort from both of these teams and really impressive stuff from both of these squads. But John Vlasic and Terrence Trailer gave us a true treat tonight. A couple of 20-point scorers, 20-plus point scorers, and just a game for the ages here on WBCB.
Yeah, it really was. I think Vlasic is the clear, as long as Hopewell Valley wins this game, I think he's the clear choice for player of the game tonight. But really a lot of positive takeaways, I think, for both of these teams. Really heated battle, and it kind of just came down to he was more efficient at the free throw line, and Hopewell Valley made their free throws down the stretch. Ewing got to the line all night, just wasn't as efficient, and 5 points is the difference. That's it.
Final seconds here in regulation. Trailer clears the timeline. Corner feed. Three on the way. Buried! Timeout taken by Paul Jones. It's a 2-point game just like that. Fresh off the bench, Jameer Brown, the senior guard, buries a triple and makes this a 2-point contest. Well, they made the announcement before the game. No re-entry here at Ewing High School, and a handful of fans have left the bleachers, and they might want to try and plead their case for a re-entry after that made three from Jameer Brown.
Yeah, it's like the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals years ago when fans were leaving, trying to get back in the arena.
What a made three from Brown. Comes in off the bench, step back triple right in front of us here at the table in the corner, and ice in his veins to keep this one alive. And just like that, Brown subbed out.
It'll be interesting to see how head coach Matt Stein tries to draw up a play here to inbound the ball, and who they try to get the ball to. I mean, we saw Jude Berman so clutch down the stretch of these last 4 free throws.
It's a great point.
We might try to get him open here on a pick. We'll see.
Looks like the Blue Devils might run a play similar to this one, as they can look at this alignment and kind of communicate to each other what might happen. Torpy trying to get the inbounds pass, but a foul before the clock can get started by Damir Edwards-True. And that's a smart foul. You save time and send somebody to the line without a second ticking off the clock. Mac Torpy to the line. 2 points on the night coming in the fourth quarter here, and his first free throw attempts. Torpy too strong on the first. Jameer Brown back into the game for Damir Edwards-True. Torpy, second shot, no good. Desai with a board. Ewing trying to foul, and the whistle comes so late. 3+ seconds tick off. And that's going to send Milan Desai to the line.
It looked like the Blue Devils almost froze there when Hopewell Valley came down with the offensive board and just kind of didn't know what to do.
Desai at the stripe. His first attempt swishes home. Second shot is good. Milan Desai with 2 huge free throws to make this a 4-point game. Brown to inbound. Last second shot from Trailer is no good, and that's gonna do it. For the first time in at least 5 years, the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs defeat the Blue Devils of Ewing High School. The final score, Hopewell Valley 53, Ewing 49. Don't go anywhere. The Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game honors are next, and the interview is next as well, coming up here on WBCB.
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. In this Toyota-thon, there's a lot to celebrate. If you haven't heard, new Toyota inventory is back with an updated model lineup for any lifestyle and vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Plus, over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for any budget with special finance rates available. And our award-winning service centers will keep you merry and safe this season. Visit us in store at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or shop online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798. This is Merrill Reese reminding you.
Welcome back here to Ewing High School after the Bulldogs victorious for their first time in 5+ years. And joining us now, the Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game, John Michael Vlasic. 23 points and pretty much a double-double in this one as he ate about as much glass as you can eat without having to go to the emergency room. A great game from John Vlasic tonight, the senior, averaging around 15 points per game coming into this contest. John, first things first, what's it like to get a win against this Ewing squad? You guys weren't able to do it in your entire tenure here, but starting off your senior year, 8-1, and a big win against Ewing here in some pretty unfriendly territory.
Yeah, I mean, we know when we come here, it's gonna be fun. The crowd's moving. They're a great team. We obviously haven't beat them ever, so it's hard, but we're up for it. That's the team. That's the mentality this year. We're up for any team. We think we're going to be victorious.
So you guys have really, like I said, started out really hot this season. What's it been like, this whole process for you, going from your first varsity minutes to now being the focal point of this team this season? What's it been like growing with head coach Matt Stein and really him entrusting in you to be the guy this year?
Yeah, last year I think we had the pieces, we just couldn't quite fit it together. I think in the offseason, Coach Stein really just he made everyone buy in. And I think this year he really adapted to our play styles, and I think that's a great quality to have as a coach.
One of the things I got to talk to you very briefly about on our way over here was, your versatility. You're a 3-sport varsity athlete, and a lot of your teammates are multiple varsity athletes as well. They play other sports. You play with them. Guys like Jaden Shin as well, and Milan Desai, who came up with a couple of big threes. What's that been like for you, having that chemistry transition from one sport to the next with those guys?
Well, me and Milan always joke. He throws me touchdowns, and I throw him assists for dunks. So,
there you go.
We love it. We all lift together. We all play basketball, throw the football, and me and Jaden throw a baseball. I mean, it's just great that all of our friends can be together for all 3 sports and just play and start winning.
Well, great stuff tonight, John. I mean, really a fantastic effort. 23 points in this one, and another victory for you guys here in your senior campaign. You improved to 8-1, and you take home a gift certificate to the Italian People's Bakery. Get yourself a free sandwich, and you get yourself a free pizza from Amaya's Italian Eatery as well. You'll be eating good tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for taking the time. Congratulations, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
John Michael Vlasic, our Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game, 23 points. Great job, John. And another victory for Hopewell Valley as they improve to 8-1 on the season. Victorious are the Bulldogs over Ewing for the first time in 5+ years as they come into Ewing and take a W. What a start for Matt Stein's Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. As you just heard John Vlasic allude to, they had the pieces a year ago, but he really just had his guys buy in coming into this year. I want to thank all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. The Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Ewing Township Education Association, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, and Mako of Ewing. All proud to bring you tonight's coverage here on WBCB. For my broadcast partner, Griffin Fole, my name is Mike Warren. Colin Sommer produced tonight's stream. Until we talk to you again, we thank you so much for listening to high school basketball on WBCB. A happy new year to you all and a great evening, everybody.